see in the sand that she had done the number 2025 before because she ran right by it. Because even that she had to do retakes for. And this story, even though this story is presenting something that should be, how do you make a mistake telling this story? It's pretty clear cut and straightforward. But and she had to do retakes.
Even in the cut, remember though, Allison P. Davis said that it seemed like she had a producer in her head that was always telling her like act this way, talk this way, be this way, whatever, because like a stage manager. So it really shows that in the video, she's literally stage managing. Oh, let me look at the camera. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me look at the camera. Oh, let me put the phone here and then stand like this. And so. I feel old. What is this? What is this? A lunchbox? What else would it be?
You know what's so weird? What's so weird, guys? If she has children, they would use lunchboxes. So how can she not recognize it? Unless she doesn't have any children and they don't recognize this is why, because if you have kids, you send your kids home with a lunchbox.
The picture where Meghan is Meghan and she's got Archie in her hand, in her arms, and she's supposedly taking him to school when he's about 3, and she's got the COVID mask. He's carrying a lunchbox.
See,
so she forgot. Her recollections may vary about.
That's right. That's right.
But so you guys really did not know that Meghan was going to end with this because Billie Eilish was sending it very quietly to the girl.
Of course,
it was not supposed to be main news. It's just a T-shirt and a couple of things, But no.
And like, where is she gonna wash and dry the T-shirts? She doesn't have a washer and dryer. Oh, it was a devastation inside her house was ashes. But did we see them talking to any teenagers when she went to go with Gavin Newsom's wife and pass out food for 5 minutes? No.
Yeah, she said there was she said she was in Altadena, right? Isn't that what she said? Altadena?
Yes.
Listen, we're going to listen to this and you'll get to see how very vague she is with the dates.
Yeah.
Okay. So that way you can see how she stops, how she doesn't give the dates 2 or 3 weeks ago. Are you telling me that Meghan Markle doesn't know when Justine Bateman trashed her? And we all did.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's wait.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena,
You see how she covers her mouth?
2 or 3 weeks ago, when half of Los Angeles lost everything. Yes, that's the picture. That's the picture. Yes. Doesn't she have a lunchbox on her arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, in a tiny backpack. I guess it's a modern lunchbox, but how do you forget what a lunchbox even looks like? The 15-year-olds don't have briefcases.
No, and 15-year-old girls don't take lunchboxes, which is why Billie Eilish sent all kinds of items, But what's interesting is that whenever she says 2 or 3 weeks, she covers her mouth and she looks away.
Let's see that again, just that part.
Unfortunately, because
you can't rewind. Okay, that's fine.
I can put up my video and then we can do that, which is better.
Yeah, you can do it from your video. Yeah, don't give her all the credit for.
Don't give her the views.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that because then we can pause it and then you can see because this woman. But the thing is that she, why she's so giddy? You know why she's so giddy?
She's getting attention.
No, because Catherine has been in the news.
So it goes back to what you said to me. It's almost that manic. Mm-hmm. Allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion.
Manic seeming behavior.
Yes.
She was pissing her. It's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
It's desperation.
Very manic.
Desperation.
Yeah.
And again, her thing did not, her agent did not approve this, by the way. Thank you, by the way, guys, for the super sticks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. I heard no kids either, no dog barking, and I know Harry has a dog.
Nobody. Harry wasn't even there. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself so you.
I'm waiting for her. Oh my God. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to a community.
Are you on live?
Did you see the edits? How the video's cut?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every line is cut after, like she says a sentence and a cut, sentence, cut. Everything is chopped up.
Well, all the homes were left in ashes. This mom.
That's another cut. You see that how she went? That's another cut. I'll show you because you see how it jumps.
Where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things, and as I was talking to her, I turned and looked, and I saw this young woman, and I said, "Oh my gosh, how old are you?" She's 15. She lives there. And her mom shared something with me and said that when they came back to see their house for the first time, which was as we were meeting them,
why did you need to pick up the camera and start just
all that she'd been looking for?
Because that's her angle. And she needs to show this thing here. She needs to show the Archie and Lily. Do you see how she has the hair here? And this is Archie and Lily there.
Mm-hmm. Who has their kids' names on their shirt like that?
Nobody.
She's marching it.
But
so,
names are on the shirt. Her shirt.
Yeah,
here's Archie.
Who does that?
Meghan's mirror is gonna have the link of Meghan is wearing this custom Etsy shop, local LA seamstress who does custom embroidery, who did Archie and Lily on her thingy, and wow, and here's a link or whatever, and she's gonna go, I'm just uplifting, small. How she said she spends time Googling small brands to highlight.
Oh my God, I never once had a shirt with my kids' names on it.
No. The worst part of it all is the vocal fry. She's doing vocal fry like Julia Roberts.
Oh yes, she is.
She's using the vocal fry, and she uses her angle. She has her hair down. Now, somebody said her skin looks really nice because she's using what's called the brown beauty filter. You can see like the airbrush filter because we've seen the real Meghan, guys. So please. Okay, so we've seen so far 7 edits, like because you see the switch.
Yeah, jump cuts, yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
In her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to, that she left in the washing machine or the dryer. And of course, they now see their home and the washing machine and the dryer are ash. They're not there anymore. And so I said, I don't know, Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt.
Like, don't we know though? Like, when the cops interrogate someone and they say that when someone is lying, they give us too much information. You know what I mean? So like, why is it that she's like, we know their house burnt down, obviously, because that's the story that's being told. And then, she left her shirt in the washer of the Billie Eilish concert she'd just gone to. Okay, let's say that there was a concert in December that she just went to. Okay,
so there were 4 dates. There were 4 dates in Inglewood. I just checked.
Okay, and let's say, she did go. That's fine. And then she said the house burnt down. Then she said, but of course the washer and dryer aren't there anymore. Everything is ash. Like, we know, you know what I mean? And she said it before we were at a site where the houses were ashes. And then now you're saying, the washer and dryer are gone. The whole house is gone. So it's just like, it's sad, but it's just, I feel like she's just a person who can really be studied, where you really study, like, even if you know narcs in your own life, alleged narcs in your own life, or people with personality disorders in your own life, or even if you're writing characters, you can just study this person and you're like, wait, let me rewind it, and like, why does that sound so strange? And then when you break down the sentence structure, I'm not an English teacher, but when you break down the sentence structure, you're like, why is she talking like that? Why is she's doing too much? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Right, she's doing too much.
Yeah, it's doing too much.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it gets worse. Okay, I have. We're gonna get through this because I just got some info, but I need to verify it. Let's listen to this crap. But you watch all the edits.
So I thought of everybody that I knew, and I made a voice note, and I was like, please, can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking. I don't even know what all of this stuff means.
Pause it. I don't even know what all of this stuff means. I'm so sorry, but you sound so stupid. Okay. Number one, it's a stack of merch. Have you never been to a concert? They sell t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies. I don't know what all of this stuff is or what this means. Like, what does that even mean?
It sounds ridiculous.
Like, when you go to the clothing store and you see all the clothes, do you mean that I don't know what is all this stuff? Clothes. And then she has a vinyl. You're born in the 80s, before there was CDs. Was there CD? I'm so sorry. Was there CDs in 1981, or was it still records? But even vinyls made a comeback with people my age. So like, what do you mean you don't know what is this? What is this? And what is this lunchbox? What are you talking about? Like, literally, what is that even?
It's nuts.
It gets worse.
Turn it on.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
It's signed for her. Is that a thing? The lunchbox thing? I don't know. This is when I feel really old. Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And honestly, to Adam Levine and Bahati, you guys helped get this over the line. To everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways to get through what's happened in California. Just thank you so much. I'm going to go and email her mom now. I'm waiting for her.
I'm going to show you something here, guys.
Praise me, because I'm doing a little thing, because everybody, even those of us that are doing little things, deserve praise. That's what she just said right there.
But she thinks her little thing is probably the equivalent of Selena Gomez donating $5 million.
Right. Yes.
Like, oh my God, the Duchess got her T-shirts. Just like when she took Archie's old clothes and donated them to women in South Africa or something like that. And it's like, oh my God.
This is all Meghan Markle had to do. And this is the thing that is on X, that they said that she didn't even buy the shirt. She had somebody else donate it. All she had to do is go online on Billie Eilish website, which I'm showing you guys here, and buy her all the T-shirts that were there. You know?
Yeah, there was no need to try to contact Billie Eilish to try to. This is why this is a great transition to what I was going to say, Paula. The reason why I think she did it that way is she's trying to find legitimate ways to connect to celebrities.
Yes.
Through charity, because it's not okay to just call and say, hi, I'm Meghan Markle, yada. So she thanks all these other celebrities because now there's a connection. So they may feel obliged to thank Meghan, like you just never know in her head how she's thinking about it. But that's the thing. She could have just bought it herself.
But don't forget, that's going to go into 50 articles on YouTube, on the internet,
media,
and every single one of those, the algorithm is going to pick up Meghan Markle, Billie Eilish, Adam Levine, each one of those, then that's in the algorithm that she's linked.
Yeah, exactly. Meghan Markle and her celeb pals do good for a Billie Eilish fan, and Meghan, the Hollywood dream team. So now it's going to be like, oh yeah. Now they're going to see Adam Levine on red carpets and be like, so how was it when Meghan called you? And he's going to be like, I don't know who that is. Like,
that's exactly why she did it that way, instead of just buying it.
And it's like Meghan Markle gave Billie Eilish a video shout out for helping a teen fan. But she did look at the range face that they put Daily Milk. Meghan Markle made a voice note for Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish has no clue that her name is being used for this. That's not how she'll take it. Because you see, if Billie Eilish, if she has to give her a shout out like that, Billie Eilish probably donating stuff on her own without all of this, like a bunch of people. She didn't need to do this. She didn't need to drop up celebrities. Oh my God, I had to do everything I can to get her. Well, get on the fucking website and order a T-shirt.
She could have.
And you're telling me that the girl is gonna know when her house burned down and they probably ran for their lives. That she's gonna remember that the Billie Eilish shirt was in the washing machine. This is
you're telling me the mother is sitting there talking about looking at the ashes of their home, and she's thinking about her daughter's T-shirt. No, none of that ever happened.
Yeah, no,
it's all nonsense. No way.
Look how People Magazine,
allegedly, in my opinion.
Look how People Magazine is twisting it around.
Yep.
Meghan Markle and Billie Eilish pulled off epic surprise.
And then look, teams up.
Which is now not a surprise because she already, put it all over the internet. So this kid isn't going to actually be surprised. Did they just ruin the surprise? No, because there is no kid.
No,
this is a throwback. This gets worse. The With Love Meghan star.
Promotion.
Wow.
Positive with the With Love Meghan. See what she's doing?
Yep, absolutely.
Adam Levine and his wife Bahati Prinsloo for putting her in contact with the singer. No, she sent a voice note. They
algorithms.
It's so funny that we know that this is a lie because in the beginning of the video, she says, oh my God, I've been waiting this for 2-3 weeks, which means that Billie Eilish didn't even tell her that the things were coming her way. You know what I mean?
Okay. So Billy didn't even tell her that she was going to be sending
those things because, well, that's what she said in the video at the beginning. I don't even know what it is. I've been hoping, I've been waiting that people do. Who did she send the voice note to?
And why would Billie Eilish? Well, no, I guess she could have just looked up Meghan's address.
No, Meghan, no.
I'm just saying.
But wait, how do how do we even know? Okay, let me put on my my tinfoil hat here. What if it wasn't, hey, Meghan Markle wants to do this thing, and that was the voice note? What if it was, hey, there's a fan that who's a big fan of yours who wants some shirts, so she signed all those things and then sent it to whoever the middleman was, and the middleman who made it seem like, oh, we'll drop it off at such and such as how the girls wherever she's at are like, oh, here, Meghan Markle, like this is what you wanted. I don't think it was, because to me it's just weird. Like it's just really 100%. Weird because again, like we could have, I don't get it, because she could have wrote a letter and been like, hey, I don't know.
Why would it take 2 weeks for Billie Eilish to send her something like that, when it's something that she can just go and basically have it driven over to Meghan Markle?
Yeah, I mean, they all live in the same state, right?
You know, like, why would she have to wait 2 weeks for that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She didn't. This is their damage control.
Yeah. And again, Catherine was in the news today, of course. So there's that. Isn't Harry going to court tomorrow? Something like that. And I forgot when Invictus is happening. Isn't it this month?
Wait a minute. Isn't she supposed to have been? Aren't they supposed to be in Invictus? Because it's
look at that
in a few days.
Look
yeah.
Meghan Markle plea to Billie Eilish after hearing of heartbreaking tragedy.
Oh,
unreal.
So much. The Duchess of Sussex took to her Instagram page, Meghan, with a new video. Meghan Markle has revealed that her heartbreaking story of hope. So this is Meghan Markle's heartbreaking
all about the algorithm
of hope after making a desperate plea to Billie Eilish, because she admitted she doesn't know her.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Would it take 2 weeks for something like that to arrive? If Billie Eilish, you know what I mean? And of course, everything is so convoluted. This is why I said that she just ended herself, because even though she wants to turn it around, it is not going to look good.
It's not, because that's not her desperation. It really, I mean, you just got roasted for showing up and doing what you did, in LA. And now you turn around and you do this. Like, why would you think this is a good idea? I mean, we're all going in on this
because I guarantee a dozen people told her it was a terrible idea, and she didn't listen to any of them.
Yeah,
she never does.
I mean, she doesn't seem like the type of person who seeks counsel from anybody.
No, she knows better.
Unbelievable.
She's the Duchess. She had the TIG, remember? But I feel like this is just a callback to her TIG days, when it was always, oh, I know this chef, I know Ivanka Trump, I know this person, I know that person. When they're, I get it, people have long distance friends, but it's like she would just name drop so that, or have people be interviewed or whatever on her TIG blog, so that it's like, oh, fame by association. She spoke to this person, she spoke to that person. So it's just another, now she's linked with Adam Levine and
nothing here.
Oh my God.
There's nothing here, Adam Levine, about Meghan Markle. Where is
of
Billie
course
Eilish?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, is that how you say? Here we go. Billie Eilish, 121 million. Maybe it's here in the stories. Nope. Tuesday. Nope. Nothing here. Nothing.
No, because that's what she does. Like you said, she probably doesn't even know Meghan even talked about her. She's probably gonna be like, what? Okay.
And she's probably not going to be happy. There are probably a lot of people. I mean,
she's trying to get a Gen Z fan base, because Billie Eilish is their Britney Spears. You know what I mean? Like, or their Avril Lavigne. If anybody remembers Avril Lavigne, who I loved. But so it's.
Do you want to see something sick? Do you want to see something sick? Because this is what she's doing now, and this is why celebrities don't invite her. This is why Jessica Alba did not feature her. This is why even Kerry Washington did not feature her, because this is how she's spinning it. Inside the very influential new girl squad Meghan Markle is assembling ahead of the launch of her Goop copycat business. Meghan Markle doesn't need the royal family. She's got a fresh new squad by her side. Reader Online can reveal the Duchess of Sussex spent time with a new group of celebrity girlfriends at Kerry Washington's birthday, including several high-powered businesswomen ahead of her upcoming project launch. And then here we go. And then Mark.
To me, you might know. I just want to ask: would you guys say? I don't know enough about the younger generation's music.
Okay.
Is Billie Eilish kind of like the anti-Taylor Swift?
Yeah, because she's. I mean, I don't listen to Billie Eilish like that, but I like she's too young for me personally. But like,
right.
Because
I'm just saying. Again, it's more of the competition between the Catherine and the Taylor Swifties, and now so she's taking the other one.
Yeah, so
the other big one.
Yeah, but like Billie, I don't even remember how old Billie Eilish is. She's young.
I don't know.
So she's like, I know she's like younger than 26. But yeah, it's basically like, you're right. Like, but it's weird because Billie Eilish is not even Meghan's demographic at all. Like her demographic is like Madonna. No offense to Madonna, but like someone who's around in the 80s. So it's just weird because it's like me trying to hang around with like a 14-year-old at 29.
Well, but it's like you said, she's trying to get the people that aren't Swiftie fans and would therefore not be, Catherine in Catherine's, camp, so to speak. She's trying the other ones.
You can listen to both, and I think that honestly, like Billie Eilish, she's like she's on the radio, so like there are Billie Eilish songs that like I like, but.
But to me, you're normal. That's not how Meghan thinks. Meghan thinks everything is in terms of
black and white, like this side and that side.
Exactly.
But I think if she wanted to go for the anti-Swiftie, she would go for someone like Olivia Rodrigo because Taylor Swift actually sued her, and she was like a fan of Taylor Swift, and like Taylor Swift literally sued her, so it was like really crazy. But if you want to go for someone who's extremely popular and also like, I don't want to say this, it sounds kind of mean, but like feminine and girly and like, you know what I mean? Like kind of sexy or whatever. Like the other Taylor Swift or the future Taylor Swift, you'd go for an Olivia Rodrigo, in my humble opinion. Billie's like she's doing her own thing. But I see why but to me, Billie Eilish fans are not Meghan Markle fans. They don't intersect, in my opinion.
Right.
In my opinion. Yeah. I don't see it.
But listen how this is, because now in a week she's been listen to this, guys. Markle 43 was among the close friends invited to the 48th birthday soiree for the scandal star, which featured an intimate dinner and a ceremonial new moon ritual. But look at how they phrased it. One of the other attendees, Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba was not the attendee. She was the host.
Yeah.
You know, but this is the level of insanity that we're dealing with, and the mainstream media, because immediately she leaked it to the mainstream media.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Just like the Tyler Perry birthday. With it. Just like the Tyler Perry birthday where she was seen leaving, she was photographed leaving in the black van. And was it her who was sitting in the middle or Harry who was sitting in the middle? And
she was in the middle. Harry was on the left and you couldn't even see him.
Yeah, then it becomes this whole, because every time her PR team or whoever it is who's sending these headlines out, it's always the Duchess. It's like if the Princess of Wales went anywhere. It's like or Beyonce went anywhere. The princess, the Duchess, the royal came to hang out, mingle with the commoners, like that lady on the news. And everyone should be honored. Like Jessica Alba has a way more robust and prolific career than Meghan Markle.
Like, look how everything is so dramatic. You don't see, for example, Paris Hilton with all of this. Meghan Markle teams up with Billie Eilish to gift merch. Meghan Markle reveals she partnered with Billie Eilish.
Yeah. It's a manipulation. That's exactly why she didn't just buy the item to help out. She did it the way she did it.
She's very vague in her wording because she cannot say I reached out to Billie Eilish. She had to admit she doesn't know her, and she still doesn't know her, right?
Yeah.
Because Meghan Markle sets out to find Billie Eilish to help a fire victim. Meghan Markle made it her mission to help a Billie Eilish fan who lost a prized possession. And then we have here, this is page 6. Meghan Markle teams up. She hasn't. Meghan Markle thanks Billie Eilish for helping teen fan. Probably Billie Eilish.
Can I please ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
My question is, okay, where's the girl gonna put all this stuff? Her house is burnt down. How come Meghan, if Meghan literally, or if there was a team that came out or whatever, or a news article that said, oh, Meghan and Harry have paid for the Airbnbs of fire victims for like a month stay or 2 month stay or whatever, or they paid for them to be in a hotel, or they rented out a mansion and put them in there, whatever, or even housed them in their own house, like, I would be like, all right, that's much better. But like, my house is burnt to the ground. God knows where I'm staying. This is gonna cause even more homelessness in California. And it's like, oh, we got her a stack of t-shirts.
Yeah, it's like, it's so.
You know why this is the end of her? This is the worst thing that she could have ever done, because you have people like Paris Hilton donating $5 million and stuff like that. But they don't put it out there. People find out but Meghan Markle, because she got a t-shirt that she could have bought herself instead of asking for one for free, because God forbid she spends her own money, because she get a couple of t-shirts to a girl. It's a heartbreaking story, and it has to be all over the news for a t-shirt, as though it's like a drama. You have Paris Hilton, who actually adopted a dog, Zuzu, and it broke my heart when the lady went and got it back, because I was even crying for Zuzu, because the lady, the people gave up the dog, and then because of the fires, right? Mm-hmm. So they put him in this plan, and Paris Hilton came and adopted Zuzu, and then the people like a week later Kevin got Zuzu, and you can see Paris Hilton crying because she gets attached to the dogs and stuff. So, but like, are you telling me that that this can be compared to Princess Catherine? Because today she went with the children, because she's helping children. I mean, and just because Meghan got a t-shirt, she has to go online, not listen to her advisor. Her PR was telling her, don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. First, it's out of her character to do that.
Girl, because Billie Eilish did not know that this was going to Meghan Markle. Because Meghan Markle herself is admitting that she did not know, but she does not know Billie Eilish. So how can she partner with Billie Eilish? Partner means like you and I, PDina, we're partnering.
Right, yeah. And now they're spinning it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why some people think it's like a alleged manic episode, because again, I mean, it's also high stress because again, Harry's going to court. They're supposed to go to Invictus. There's rumors about Harry being deported by President Trump. And again, Paula, you had said earlier on, I was watching the video earlier on, but you had said that when President Trump and First Lady Melania went to California, the whole thing with Karen Bass was that the people couldn't even get to their home. So how are you seeing, I turned around and there was a 16-year-old. How do you know there wasn't? Because they weren't allowed to be there, and they're still not allowed to be there. And again, the woman had said the permit is going to take 18 months for them to even get there to clean up their homes. So they would be there in 2026, 2027 to clean stuff up. So
doesn't make sense. It doesn't jive. It's just
and
not.
We saw her at the thing. Unless there was some secret meeting like with the Parents Network where she's secretly meeting with the fire victims or whatever, and it's like, oh, no cameras, everybody, and then whatever. But even with the Altadena Girls School, there was cameras, of course, but I don't even know what to say
I don't
anymore.
think there was any family. I don't think anyone is actually getting those T-shirts. I think the people that are going to get the girl that's going to get those T-shirts is going to be someone hired. I think they're going to hire someone to say, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much."
And we have
like, who is this girl? I want to know who she is.
Right, because she doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
This is revealing, confirming, because I called Mayor Gordo's office last week, pretending to be one of the residents wanted to get back on my home. And they said that I couldn't. She's lying. This is revealing. She's lying. And here's the duper's delight to show it. Residents weren't allowed at that time. So she created this fictional account of seeing someone to go through the rubble. She's a fraud. Here we go. This is as of January 10th, 2025, evacuation orders remained in effect. Altadena, due to the ongoing Eden fire, residents were not permitted to return to their properties because of numerous hazards, including downed trees, power lines, gas leaks, and power outages. Authorities maintain these restrictions to ensure public safety.
Yeah. So how was that even possible?
It's not.
It's not.
But that's when she was giving that Zoom call in Ukraine in 2014, and she said when she talks with lawyers, she uses this lawyer jargon from Suits, and then they just look at her and then they nod their heads, and she's like, "Yeah, if you say anything with enough conviction, even if you're lying, people will believe you." So she just makes shit up as she goes along. Sorry, she makes stuff up as she goes along, and her fans are like, "Oh my god, Saint Meghan!" Like,
yeah. So, but now she mentioned something about a community center in the beginning. Like, where were they exactly? Did she say?
No, she didn't say. She said that she was with PDina 2 or 3 weeks ago when she was roaming through the ashes, and she found the people there.
Okay, so she saw the girl and she asked how old she is.
Is she saying that? Okay, so is she saying that after the photo op, she and Harry went to a community center?
No, she was
because remember, the people were at their property because that's the big thing. She has to prove she wasn't trespassing. So the people she had to see them at their home site, the site where they used to have, because
the hypothetical people.
Right, the hypothetical people, because then she has to prove she wasn't trespassing.
But there was
many layers of her crazy.
Yeah, there was nobody there though. But
it's very ambiguous about it. Do you guys want to hear that part?
Yeah, let's see it one more time, that part.
Look at Link Lawrence. She could have given the items to the girl without doing an entire video. Is it really altruism if you post about it like that? I mean, is
he in the comments?
Huh? No. He posted this. He reposted.
It's not altruism if you're sitting here and you're getting all this freaking PR for it. And I can't imagine.
You're gonna see, guys. Let me see. You're gonna see what she says about that because she's very ambiguous. Okay, so listen to what she says. I'm gonna shut up. Listen to her.
Oh my god. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to a community where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things, and as I was talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this young woman, and I said, "Oh my gosh, how old are you?"
Wait, can you pause it? Can you pause it? I'm so confused. She said they went to a community where the houses were burnt down, and there was a mom who found a couple things.
Yeah.
That's what she just said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said. She found a couple things. How? If she wasn't allowed there.
Yeah, nobody was allowed.
Everything is said that there's like 4 or 5 cuts there. So this is why she's very vague.
But she's saying she was there at the burnt house, and the mom found a couple things, and then it's inferred that the mom was with the daughter.
Yep.
And then she turned around and said to the daughter, "Oh my God, how old are you?" Not a hi. My name's Meghan. How are you? What's up? How are you feeling? Here's some money. She just looked at the girl while the mom was finding a couple things, even though the house was ashes, even the washer and dryer weren't there no more.
And this girl just opens up about a t-shirt.
No. The mother tells her. She said, and her mother said,
that her mother shared. Okay.
Why would the mom even care about that? Like, if
that's what I said.
T-shirt burnt in a fire, my mom would even forget who Ayumi Hamasaki is and just be like, "Oh, I'm glad my kids are alive." What do you?
Right.
But that is the most prized possession, and it is world news because it's all over the news. And how she partnered with Billie Eilish. Now her name is permanently linked to Jessica Alba.
Yep.
And this guy Levine. And Billie Eilish, she still doesn't know Billie Eilish, by the way.
And Jessica Alba and Kerry Washington.
It's all about the algorithm.
And of course, the star of, that's how it says in People magazine, the star of With Love Meghan, share this heartbreaking story because it want to put With Love Meghan to something positive. So you watch the show. Well, no, this is the end of her because it's brutal. I mean, it's brutal.
So they're basically like, you see, she's doing things with love. So you'll want to watch her show With Love, Meghan, where she's being so generous.
Yeah, but she's not known to be generous.
No,
but it's just a T-shirt. Look at her, royally staged. Woof.
Oh,
don't forget the lunchbox.
She doesn't know what that is. Remember,
Right.
she doesn't know what that is. She's never seen such a thing. She feels old, she said, because she has never seen a lunchbox before. In 43 years, she has no idea. Like, she was eating gourmet meals. She never had to take a lunchbox to school, I guess.
I really think we're watching the unraveling of Meghan Markle, because this
I
is
think
exactly why this woman fails. She doesn't understand that what she has done just now, in my opinion, has completely ended her. Her narcissism is like she's manic.
She's very manic.
I definitely think she's going to cover her tracks to do more damage control. If she's going to have some video with some heartwarming music where she goes and fake surprises the girls with the shirts and the mom.
Big surprises. Yeah,
and because she just ruined it. She put it online.
Yeah, right. I know.
Because it's literally like, okay, if I had a boyfriend who literally made an Instagram video and he was a celebrity and was like, hey guys, I just bought this ring. Oh my god, I found the perfect ring for Toomey. Like, this is like her dream ring. Like, she put it on Pinterest and like, isn't it beautiful? And yeah, guys, I'm gonna call her over to the house now so I can propose. Like, he doesn't think I would see that and be like, what?
And you share it to the whole world, and now everybody.
People Magazine.
Yep.
Look at this, Meghan Markle making it all about herself. How she went through and had to get this shirt. Why didn't you get a washer and dryer?
Yeah.
Why don't you host that family in your home? Didn't you say you were going to host that family in your home?
Why don't you pay for them to be at San Isidro Ranch or something?
Yeah. She's not doing things in a meaningful way. This is so superficial, because I just can't get over the fact that she actually did this, that she actually posted this video on her Instagram. When you don't never see, she never does this. She never.
She couldn't help. And the last time we saw her with no makeup on was Netflix. So like,
yeah,
it's a spiral, in my humble opinion. I
really do believe she's unraveling, guys, because this is something that no respected person would ever, any respected she doesn't mention has been named. She says my husband. It was, and we know that is with Harry. We know the only time that Harry went with her was with that Altadena thing, because after that
it had to be on that day, basically.
Yes. But she's very vague because she makes cuts and she says stuff like, oh, and then I was talking to that mom. So she doesn't say, and then at the site, I was talking to the mom. She first says, I went to the community where houses were burnt, and then there's a cut. And then I talked to a mom, and there's a cut. And then I talked to, so this video is clearly edited. And even though she is wearing makeup, she is wearing eyeliner, she's wearing mascara, she's wearing foundation, and of course she's using her brown filter, the one that even Harry uses. Okay, the way she's done her hair, the way she's holding the phone, the way she's merching her shirt, and the way she's wearing her veneers.
I can't get over the shirt with the kids' names on it.
I had even said, I forgot who I said it to. I think on X or whatever, that remember Harry had a folder that said Archie's dad or Archie's papa on the folder in New York when they went on the fake royal tour, and they called her Madam Duchess. So like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm literally so confused, because I would never do this, but like, my parents wouldn't even make a shirt that says Toomey's dad, like, unless I was a celebrity or something. But even then, it would just be weird. Like, I'm confused. Like,
I mean, but this is the thing. I think, just to go back to that point, like, Meghan doesn't communicate with people like this. Hey guys, so today I'm doing this, and and then talking about the shirt, it seems so left field.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like maybe what you're saying about her being manic right now, or this is a PR thing, allegedly, this has a deeper meaning, because this is uncharacteristic.
She's
desperate.
She's desperate for people to like her. So this was a last ditch to just, let me do something that seems more humbling.
Yeah, and out of all the celebrities, Billie Eilish, not Taylor Swift, who like just came back from a giant tour, who's really like the biggest Like, I mean, her, Charlie XCX, all those people, they are huge artists, but it was just interesting. Let's say that.
Yeah.
But this reminds me of her at the hospital benefit. It was the same kind of thing. It's that desperation in how she's acting that she just doesn't even realize that she's just making it worse.
She's making it a lot worse.
And Trevor Nelson just had a boy today. He announced he had a boy today.
Oh, so that's why.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
There you go.
Well, congrats to Trevor.
Congratulations, yes.
His third kid. I mean, this woman is completely unraveling right now.
And isn't his wife like super rich? She's like a
billionaire
or something. Or
yeah.
Worth like $100 million. I mean, they're almost like
yeah.
But
well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, so and then Catherine is showing the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all about Catherine. Princess Catherine is trending.
And the picture that Prince Louis just took. And what's her face was talking about the Leica cameras, and we've never seen a picture he took. So, wow, okay, that makes sense.
I'm gonna ask you one by one. Okay, I'm gonna start with PDina. What do you think it's happening with this woman? Because her PR person did not. There's nobody on earth who would authorize this and say this is a great idea.
Okay, because so when you're someone like Meghan, you have a show coming out. Everything is supposed to be controlled. Like everything is planned. No, you don't just spontaneously just do something like this. And I think, yes, she is desperate to try to make people feel a certain way about her. She is desperate for good PR. And she just can't let go of what has happened with these fires. I mean, after what has happened with being called a disaster tourist, and you go now and do yet something else around the fires, when there were articles coming out that she's going in hermit mode because of all the backlash, but she's not listening to PR people. She is, I think, at a point now, she doesn't care because she knows this is all or nothing for her right now. She's just going to do what she wants to do because she's desperate for people to watch the show, to like her, and to show her some humility. But she never has shown herself to be the kind of person to do this. This is not in her wheelhouse to talk to people like this. She never speaks to people spontaneously through social media with her camera and her little moments here and there. This is so left field. So yes,
but it wasn't that spontaneous because we see that this video was edited.
But she's making it seem that way, right?
But she's literally making it seem like, oh, I'm at home, no makeup, just chilling, and then the box just came.
Yeah, something just came in the mail.
Been that way.
But we can cut through all of that. We cut through the cuts. We cut through the fact that, you know, she's not just going to just go on her camera and just talk about something she got in the mail without knowing what it is.
Something like this was in 2020 for Netflix, but she didn't post it.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
I would take what PDina said and add to that. I think the desperation is because Netflix said, you fix this because right now you aren't likable. And so this is her trying to fix it for Netflix because they said you got 2 months to turn this around, and this is her trying to.
Yep. And so she made it up because a reasonable person would have simply bought that girl a t-shirt. That's what a reasonable person would have done that wanted to do something good. Because here's the thing. If you lose a t-shirt, that's just a t-shirt. But if you lost a prized possession of something that had very sentimental value, that was irreplaceable, that you could only have gotten at that moment in time, that is where something like this would have made sense. And you know, it doesn't make sense to just get a t-shirt for somebody that had it wasn't signed. It wasn't a photo of her with Billie Eilish. There was no sentimental value to a t-shirt.
Right.
And also want to make this point too before I just want to say she didn't post anything about the fires on her social media, like nothing. Like, you know, this is what you want to praise, like other celebrities have done, to praise the firefighters, you know, like to thank them and, you know, what she post? Her frantic and manically unraveling.
Yep.
Bragging about me. I want this, and this girl wanted this, and I sent a voice note, and oh my God, But that one post, guys, about the firemen, the policemen, the staff that are helping people, in the shelters, nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess because she posted it to her website and she made some official royal statement, like she thinks we, the citizens of America, are like going to Archwell to like see what, or Sussex.com to see what the Duke and Duchess are saying to us when we're not, you know what I mean? So I think, and Harry going to go meet with the firefighters, I guess, like a pseudo royal tour, right? Like, oh, he's, the Duke is gonna come and shake hands. Like, we don't care, bro. Like, you're not, that doesn't mean anything in America, okay?
Right.
I was literally gonna say something and I'm forgetting, so now I'm getting really annoyed because it was kind of piggybacking on you guys' comments of like this alleged supposed mania that we're seeing.
Desperation.
Yeah,
he's desperate.
Yes, desperation, Netflix. But yeah, I think it's just a desperation to, like you guys said, a desperation to be liked. And it's really getting to her because for the past literally the past 5 years, every time she's done something outside of the royal family, it's flopped. You know what I mean? And like,
well, it flopped inside the royal family too. We just didn't. They just covered it up better.
Yeah, I mean, they were a very good machine, right? They're a very good media machine and very good at like, you show up, where the crowds will be there, shake hands or whatever, and then the media would pick the best pictures of her and stuff. But and put injunctions on, the real reality from coming out. But
right.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's sad, and I don't mean I feel sympathy, but it's just really, it's just really, really sad because I don't think she thought at 43 that she'd be doing this. You know what I mean? And it's like now she's trying to go directly to the people like us who are YouTubers who like we do this every day or every week. You know what I mean? This is just normal for us, but it's so odd to see her like trying to come down from the clouds and be like, hey,
that's
guys,
what it is.
Hey guys, look what's happening.
Yeah. And also that's why it feels so weird and so manic because it's not natural. Like she doesn't do this stuff.
And you know what's interesting? She used to do this stuff though, didn't she? Wasn't that what the TIG was? Didn't the TIG used to be this influencer? Shouldn't she have? This should be old hat to her, and it's not.
I think it was more pictures, and her videos were more interviews.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. She's never done this kind of social media posts.
No.
But even still, with the TIG, this should have been easy for her. But she is in such a state of desperation. She's desperate to get it right. And in doing so, she gets it all wrong.
I honestly couldn't imagine like getting a Spotify contract. I know it wasn't $100 million or whatever they said, but like imagine getting a Spotify contract and you're like, I don't really feel like doing this. Like, why do we have to do this?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, or even if I was getting paid like big sponsorships to post on my YouTube and I'm like, I don't feel like filming a video, like, or I was getting paid for interviews. Like, I can't imagine getting that opportunity or being paid to write books and it's like, oh nah, like, why
can't be bothered.
Because today, for example, her PR person, the agency that's managing her, put out a statement about Black Month history. I was actually going to do
Black
a
History
video.
Month.
Because Meghan Markle was overheard snapping at people when somebody referred to her as Black, and she got really angry. So I was going to do a video about it, right? But the woman, the PR agent, actually posted like a Black Month is because Meghan has never done that, right?
Right.
She has the Black Month History Day or whatever.
She did.
They did last year. Archwell did last year at least.
On the Sussex Royal, didn't she say it was Black History Month in the UK? But it's like I think it's in October in the UK, something like that. And then
she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She got criticized for that.
Okay.
She got criticized for that because, and they said, oh, maybe, and then the way that the press gave her a pass, oh, it's because Black History Month is in a different month in the US. Do you know what I mean?
That makes sense, yeah.
And then people kept expecting her to say something. We know she got an award for NAACP for fighting racism, her and Harry. And also at the RFK. But what do you think about this? Do you think that she is in her sane mind, that she doesn't understand that what she's done, that she hasn't posted anything about the fires, thanking the firemen, thanking the workers, because that's what Netflix actually wanted it, that they wanted it to not make it about her and actually see more engaged community watch. What are you watching when you see this video?
But the thing is, she's incapable. When someone is heliocentric and they're the sun and the whole earth, the whole world revolves around them, right? It is impossible to not make things about them, like yourself, right? There are people who like, I saw I forgot who said this. I'm so sorry that I don't have a source, but like someone said that someone in their family died, and like people were trying to be like, oh yeah, my dog died, so like I can relate. And it's like, your father or mother or brother or sister or cousin passing away is not the same as a pet. I'm so sorry. There are people who lose pets and it's sad because they're a member of the family. But like, you cannot tell someone whose dad died, oh yeah, my dog died last week. So I get you. You know what I mean?
The thing is, she thinks she's doing exactly what she should be doing. She thinks she is showing how she is likable, because she doesn't understand that the fact that every other word is me and I is the problem.
Like the the speech she made before the Queen died, when she was in the red outfit, and it was me, I on the Youth Day, Commonwealth Youth Day, whatever it was. I don't know how I got here. I'm the girl from Suits. Yeah, how did I get here? Wow, this is so crazy. Like,
and also how she makes something so minuscule, so minor, look like it's the big, like this woman just saved the world.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. The way the entire media, she said, I got a t-shirt from Billie Eilish. I don't know her, but then I make sure that, because everything, we've seen all the papers that she's partnered with Billie Eilish, and she says at the beginning, I don't know her. I just sent a voice note instead of going to the website, buying a few t-shirts myself, wrapping them, and have them sent to the shelter where the people most likely are staying at, without having to say anything, right? So I mean, what is going on here, guys?
She doesn't understand. She thinks in her head she is doing exactly what she needs to be liked, because she doesn't get it. And she never will. And she never will.
Time she opens her mouth, and it's the thing is, you have to just track what she said. Like, remember when she was talking to those teenagers, and she said she was the most trolled person in the world when she wasn't. And she wasn't. And she thinks that if I say I was the most bullied, trolled person in the world, people will say, wow, she's so relatable. But she's never saying why. It's because this action, it's because this was, and like at South by Southwest, and she's like, I was bullied a lot when I was pregnant and with a newborn. What did you do that year? The Oprah interview.
Right.
What did you do when you had a newborn of Archie? Oh, you went to South Africa. Not many people have asked me if I'm okay.
Right.
In a country where there's so much crime and devastation and abuse,
and poverty,
and poverty. Not many people have asked me, the Duchess, in who came here on private planes, in driving a fleet of imported Range Rovers, and who's living in a castle or next to the castle adjacent, who wears tiaras on her head, have asked if I am okay.
Right.
Why don't you like me though?
That's
she doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it. She really doesn't.
Doesn't understand it. She literally doesn't understand it. And whenever she thinks she's being relatable, like, she's not. She's being self-absorbed. Oh, pay me. Like,
but it's like so extreme, like the extremities of her self-absorption. She really thinks she just hit one out of the park.
Because
you know what I compare this to? For example, and I go back to this. For example, you have Jennifer Garner working the entire day with Andres. I mean, the entire day. And you have a bunch of other celebrities working the entire day. I mean, she didn't go there for 10 minutes.
Right.
To her giving a hug. Oh, Meghan gave a hug to the much needed assistant, who I think her name is Araceli Lopez Meliar. That's the assistant of Mayor Gordo, who Meghan hugged, who was talking to her about it. So, but the hug is what made the news, not Jennifer Gardner going all around.
She was like wiped out of the.
So something that means nothing. I'm sorry, but it means nothing. It is a made-up story. Probably this family is going to get a few $1,000s to go along with this thing.
Yep.
You know, and because you're telling me that This is the whole thing, that she does nothing because she did nothing. She really did nothing.
She left a voice message. That's it.
That's all she did.
That's all she did. At that point, then all the assistants took care of it from there on. All she did was leave a voice message.
Not only that, she's gonna send the mom an email so the mom can come and meet her somewhere. So the mom who doesn't have any money is gonna have to spend money to go see her somewhere arranged for Meghan Markle, so they can. Do you know what I mean? So she can
she'll send the car to pick her up so that she can videotape it for Netflix and give her a hug, and the woman can be crying and there's sentimental music in the background, and she's like, "Oh, this is what compassion and action is all about."
It's going to be on her show. It's going to be in the show. Yeah, like it's going to be a part of it. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting.
But this is the thing, because I know that she's had a lot of problems with Netflix because she wants to incorporate the few little tidbits that she's been doing around at the beginning of each episode. Like, oh, I was hugging this girl for like 5 minutes. Or, I went to and I gave a hug to the mayors. In Netflix, just like when she did with Uvalde, they don't want to involve that.
No.
So she goes and says this t-shirt that was in the washing machine. How would the mother remember, Pat?
Why would the mother remember that? She's staring at her house.
The washing machine is completely loaded. I don't remember what I put in the washing machine, the specific items of clothing.
I mean, your house literally just burned to the ground. And you are thinking about something that was the Billie Eilish t-shirt in the dryer or washer. You don't even know if it's in the dryer or washer. So how do you even know it was in either of them, for all that matters? I mean, it doesn't even make sense.
You can buy it on the website.
You have your daughter, right? And you're washing your clothes, and suddenly the entire place is like a fireball.
If my daughter came to me and said it was my Billie Eilish t-shirt in the dryer, I'm like, if my house is on the burn to the ground, I'm gonna look at my daughter like she crazy. Right. Because first of all, I'm not going to be thinking about, it was in there.
What are we gonna do?
Honestly, this makes the family look awful. If that is what they are thinking about, if I were the family, I'd be furious.
They wouldn't be thinking about that.
If this is even a true story,
I just think she did it to get herself name dropped,
yes.
Link herself to more names.
Because yesterday was the Grammys and she wasn't invited.
And not only that, Princess Catherine has been in the news all over the place. Trevor Engelson just gave birth to his little baby boy.
His wife had a son,
his wife gave birth to her. I mean, and he looks happy, and these are real children. I'll share, guys, so you can see, because he's sharing.
If you think about it, you gotta actually say you kind of understand the mania or the manic depression. I mean, for goodness sake, her ex is having a baby, Catherine's doing wonderful, and she was told by Netflix, fix this or else, and everything she does to try and fix it makes it worse.
And Trevor Engelson looks good. He looks really good. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think, man, she knows she's messed up. She's so desperate right now. She's like, just screw it. I'm going to just drop a video, try to get people to like me.
Because she's thinking,
this is so embarrassing that she didn't even pay for the shirt. She sent a voice.
Right.
She thinks she's doing something different that will shake things up. And this is a different way of going about things, but she doesn't understand that the problem is it's still me, I, and that's the part that you could do it as a spontaneous video. You can do it on your 6-hour Netflix thing. It doesn't matter. It's still the self-absorption, and it still makes people dislike her.
Yep. It sure does.
But you know what?
Speaking of self-absorption, you guys should all buy my book, Capturing the Crown. I'm gonna plug it.
But you would think, look at this headline: Meghan Markle helps reclaim her favorite Billie Eilish shirt. You would think that Meghan Markle ran through the flames to rescue a puppy.
Right.
I remember what I was gonna say now. What I was gonna say, talking about reclaiming, was that I saw that there was a wedding photographer on Instagram who had couples emailing him after the fires, asking if they still had copies of their wedding photos, because of course they burnt in the fire. And he said, thankfully, that he kept everybody's wedding photos on his external hard drives forever. And he said that he would print photo books for all of the couples who had their photos destroyed in the fire for free, and then send them over. So I thought that was very, very sweet of him, because
that
it was like,
that's nice. Yeah.
and that's real, like, charity. You know what I mean?
That's
or
real.
helping
Yes.
people who, you know.
And you know what's the worst? I can guarantee you that Meghan spent the whole day editing that video.
I don't think she edited it. She had an assistant do it. She doesn't know her way. She probably doesn't know her way around CapCut and editing software and like any of that stuff.
Yeah,
every sentence there was a cut.
There was
every single one.
Yeah. It's just like what that 30-second video in the ocean. It's like what, 12 takes?
No, but like I know of a influencer who's kind of giving Meghan Markle vibes in a way. She has what they call main character syndrome, but she'll shoot a lot of stuff and then have her assistants edit it. She's not editing it herself. So that's why I'm thinking that she probably just sent it to an assistant and said, "Here, edit this."
Because
in my opinion,
it's daytime. It's daytime. It is her husband is anywhere near around. By the way, tomorrow is the hearing.
Neither are her kids.
Neither are
the dogs.
Or the dogs that are still alive, if there are any. Here, the house looks empty. You know, it looks like San Isidro Ranch.
It didn't look like, well,
that's San Vicente Ranch. I think it's either San Vicente Ranch, you know, the one that she always goes to, San Vicente, San Isidro. And it looks like one of them cottages that they have where you go and meet. It doesn't look like, you know what I mean? Because it looks pretty small.
Yeah.
No, it looks pretty small. The room is pretty small.
I mean, I don't know what room that's supposed to be. If that's like a sunroom or like, because if you have 16 bedrooms, you have a bunch of extra space.
I don't know what it is. I've been waiting for weeks. If she is so close to Billie Eilish that she partnered with her, you would have thought, let me send the car over to where Billie Eilish is and get that stuff signed over.
Yeah.
No? And have it. Why? And I think that she wasn't expecting to get it. That's why she's
I bet she thinks Billie Eilish sent this to her. No. One of her assistants sent it. Like, this is so ridiculous that it's being portrayed as something that these stars worked on. Assistants did this.
Yeah.
Like,
this is actually, you know what? When I saw it, I told you guys at the beginning, I thought this was AI because I thought no sane person is going to put the final nail to her coffin this way.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
I swear to you, I reached out to my friend and I said, "Is this?" Because when she sent it to me, and she goes like, "Did you see this?"
Yeah, I almost sent it to you. Yeah,
and I'm like, and I said, "Is this AI? It's gotta be AI." And she's like, "No." And it was not approved by her agent because they wanted to concentrate on Black History Month.
You know, you almost have to feel bad for Ashley. Like, she literally must just do damage control of all the things she said, don't do this, that Meghan goes and does, and then she's got to do the damage control to fix it.
Yeah. I mean,
so what are they going to do now? Because everybody's roasting her. The mainstream media,
but everybody roasted her. Everybody roasted her with Netflix, and she didn't care. Like, she has no shame because she uses it to her example to say, "Oh, you guys see, I'm bullied."
Yep.
The Sussex, the Sussex squad, they're my only defenders. Everybody else is so mean to me. But again, with someone who has a show coming out, it doesn't make sense to me that she's not doing press. Like, she could go on the Jennifer Hudson show because that's a popular thing right now. A lot of people are going viral for like going through the little they have like this tunnel thing in the hallway where like they have musicians play and then the person comes and kind of dances as they're going through. So like, I don't understand why she doesn't just go on there and say, "Don't ask me about the royal family. Let's just talk about my cooking show and how I used to like to cook on the TIG and my favorite little meals, and that's it."
That's what she should be doing instead of using people.
It's just confusing. I don't know. But the problem is someone who doesn't listen, you can never get through to them because even though I don't like this person, if I was her advisor, she'd be successful, but she doesn't listen. That's the problem.
Yeah, and she's still facing the backlash of the Vanity Fair because I mean, guys, wait until you see the headlines because right now, Meghan Markle, because these are paid headlines, they're trying to twist it around. But once the people understand that she didn't spend 1 cent, that she could have gone on Billie Eilish website, ordered T-shirts, and send them to this girl, And that the story is so convoluted, just like, when she was grabbing the baby, picking up a sock, and then she felt this thing, and then she was a lullaby when she was going down to the ground.
This woman.
Pat.
I can't wait to do my video tomorrow. I can't wait.
Everything has to be a soap opera. That's the problem.
That's the thing. Yes.
So melodramatic, like Lifetime movie melodramatic. It's not just that, the husband is weird. It's he's cheating with a woman in another state, and when he goes on business trips, he's living a double life, and he's actually practicing bigamy, and he's hired a hitman to kill the wife who knocked out the tires on the wife's car, and the car's spinning while she and the daughter are on the way to school. It has to be that dramatic. It can't just be, I did something nice.
Right, because it's not in her nature to just do something nice. It's all in big productions because she doesn't have sympathy. She doesn't have a caring bone in her body, and people know it. This is not in her character to do this. So she looks like a fool. She looks like a fool trying to make herself relatable. I'm just looking at her with the side eye all day. Look at this video. No, keep walking, woman. Nobody is going to look at her and think, oh, Meghan, you're so nice. You helped her get a t-shirt, a signed t-shirt.
A t-shirt of all things. Where is she going to put the t-shirt? She doesn't even have a closet or a chest of drawers to put the t-shirt in. I'm sorry.
But I mean, she doesn't have a sandwich to put in the lunchbox, but she's got the lunchbox.
What's a lunchbox? She doesn't know what that is.
The thing is, though, that it's like, it's like she walked into a room full of people. Let's say you walk into a room with terminal cancer or whatever, and then the people are dying. And then she goes, oh, my God, I broke my nail.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looks like.
This is what she just done. I mean, I swear to guys, I mean, I was looking at that. It's like this woman is making she hasn't posted anything about the fires, the devastation, using her platform to highlight somebody, or or even that Altadena girls, that Kerry Washington, even for her birthday, she's posted the Altadena girls. Meghan didn't, because of course she cannot highlight anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, go watch the Altadena girls and not show herself.
And this and think about this. She has been a bully. Reports have come out about her being a bully. Doesn't it just make her look so idiotic to think that you're relatable and people think you're nice when you have had articles come out from the Hollywood media about you bullying your staff, the reporting in the UK when you were with the royal family, bullying them. And you come out and you do this and you look very disingenuous. It doesn't look authentic. Doesn't she get that? Doesn't she realize that people see that?
No. She thinks she just did she thinks she hit a home run.
But I don't understand what's happening in there. But I don't have a personality disorder that I know of. So I can't.
I am not even a PR person, and I was horrified looking at that when my told me, and she said, and I even talked to my friend. I said, how could you guys advise this?
No, nobody advised that.
No, this has taken, and immediately her PR person started trying to spin this because Billie Eilish has no freaking clue about this. Neither does Adam Levine. She doesn't have his phone number, nor his wife's phone number.
One thing that's confusing is why is it all taking 2 weeks? You guys live in the same city, the same area, an hour, 2 hours away from each other at best. I'm just confused.
She doesn't know them. She doesn't.
Yeah, but if I have
she thought of doing this 2 days ago.
Billy is signed to WME. Apparently, that's what I just heard in the chat. I don't know if that's true, but can't you just be like, hey, manager, can you get me in touch with her team? I'd like to do this thing. Why is it taking 2 weeks? I'm confused. I'm just a little confused.
The thing is that I really don't believe anything. I think this is so. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm going to give you a thing. For example, it's you guys know I'm a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, can you imagine if I put it out in the universe and I get a bunch of T-shirts signed by Cristiano? I'd probably pee myself here, But you know what I mean? But it wouldn't take 2 weeks. It's like me saying, "Oh my God, Cristiano sent me this shirts," and I'm going all over the place. And I mean,
Yeah.
And I like how
I guess
said,
she thinks that if she's seen with Kerry Washington or Jessica Alba or whatever, all of the followers of those people, because even Olivia Munn was in one of the videos, like all of those people be like, oh, Meghan, let's follow her. Oh my God, she's in the girl group, like Taylor Swift used to have like a girl squad back in the day that she would hang out with. And like, so now it's kind of like she's trying to emulate that or put headlines out there that she has this new girl squad. Like,
even when she said Adam Levine and his wife saying, "Oh, they helped it get over the finish line because this was an adventure. They were working hard at this. They had to get it over the finish line. They made a phone call."
Yeah, I mean, I can go on BillieEilish.com and buy T-shirts. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the thing. I'm just confused.
Right. Yeah. So it's just nonsense.
I think you're right though, Paula, when you say she just ended her reputation. I mean, she's got to hit a point of no return at some point.
You know what needs to happen? Another celebrity needs to come out and do exactly what Justine what's her name?
Yep. Justine Bateman. Yep.
Bateman did, and they had to come out and call out Meghan Markle for social media tour or social media.
No, I think that Billie Eilish should really come out and say, you know what?
Or Billie Eilish, exactly. Because this is how they get the attention.
Yeah, but I think that Billie Eilish is represented by WME.
Right.
So if anything, it was probably WME who sent us. This is why they took so. Probably she had to. You know what I think happened? She had to beg and stalk and call. Yeah. She made up that story, and she spent 2 weeks thinking, what can I write? What can I do? Trying to find the right people to convince and coming up with the story, trying to convince whoever she had to convince to get her to get the voicemail to and try to get these things signed somewhere. This is why it took her 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because, between celebrities, they send you those things that very same day.
So question, wouldn't they have been photographed? I mean, other than the one that we saw, was this the day when we saw them?
God, she doesn't say. Look how she cuts.
That's the thing. When Harry never went more than that one time. I mean,
he just went with her that one time. But look how she said. But then she said she doesn't remember if it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Well, because she's been so busy and she's done so much that she can't remember which event it was that she met this family.
She was at the
so full of nonsense.
Ashes. So she was roaming and traipsing over people's ashes, their burnt homes that nobody else has a permit to go into. And
but she wants us to think that she's been doing so many charity things. She's been doing so many. We only know about a few of them. She's been so busy for 3 weeks that she can't remember which event this was. That's the connotation she wants us to take from it. That she's doing so much.
Because, I mean, why would you even have your butt out there anyway? You don't have, like Justine was saying, she has no connection to this. Like, why is she even there? I mean, it just...
Okay, I'll tell you something.
So bad.
On 2013, Altadena girls were interviewed, right? And this is when they became big because Altadena, they featured in this little article. And then suddenly on that very same day, exclusive, Meghan Markle's behind the scenes help made the biggest difference for Altadena girls' fire relief. And then she goes, when devastating wildfire swept through Southern California in January, 14-year-old girl Avery Goldberg, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, and then she goes, what she didn't expect was for Meghan Markle and the Archwell Foundation to lend a helping hand in what Culver says has turned her charity Altadena Girls from a temporary relief effort into a full-blown nonprofit organization. And then she goes, this is in the days following, the girl gather clothing to help local wildfires and that other celebrities donated. But they want to make it sound like it was thanks to Meghan Markle, when indeed Paris Hilton had sent it much earlier.
You know what? I think honestly, because I think that WME is probably sending messages to all of their roster and telling them these are the organizations to get involved with. Because the thing about it is, even with influencers, like they'll send a bunch of people the same, oh, here's this new thing, or oh, you should post about this. So like, I don't think she woke up one morning and Googled relief efforts and found Altadena. Like, she makes it seem like she found the school somewhere or something, or heard about it through the
there was
grapevine.
a huge article on this girl. There was a huge article on January very early on how this girl was doing. And then in this article, it says, one day, Shauna Knapp, the co-executive director of the Archwell Foundation, called. So they called after they saw the articles because there were like 3 or 4 articles and it was big news about this 14-year-old girl, right? Mm-hmm. So suddenly it wasn't even Meghan. It was Shauna Knapp, the co-executive director of the Archwell Foundation, called, right? And then she said, look at this. When Avery's stepdad told her that the Duke and Duchess, this article was paid for by Rachel Meghan Markle, by the way, wanted to get involved, Culver says she just started breaking down and crying. And the following days, celebrities like Paris Hilton and Ariana Grande shared out the Dina girl's story in major brands, including Grande. Meghan didn't share them in her website.
No.
Or her Instagram.
So they're making it sound like the school exists, the whole charity existed as a grassroots effort. Then Meghan called them, and then after Meghan's call or finding out about them, then Paris Hilton and then Ariana Grande and then Kerry Washington followed after Meghan's influence.
Exactly. And it wasn't like that because Paris Hilton immediately sent a bunch of stuff. And this is what they say. One day, they don't even say what day it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was after it broke all over the news, and it was, you know what? This is the thing. I was looking at this thing horrified, horrified. When I looked at that, I thought it was a joke, and I thought, "There's no way this woman is gonna do this." And I started laughing, you know. And I almost called one of my friends and said, "You guys should stop posting that," you know. And it's like, no, that's real. That's real, you know. Like, and I'm like. Well, I mean, even for Kerry Washington, she posted for her birthday to donate to Altadena. There's nothing from Meghan Markle.
Because she launched her Instagram to be an influencer.
But the other thing too, she sits there and she doesn't go to like a established group that is because they would have laughed at her. But she went to a 14-year-old girl because 14-year-old girls are going to be like, oh, the Duchess wants to come help us. Awesome.
Right.
It's like a double exploitation. Not only is she exploiting the fires, she's exploiting this young girl who did this good thing all by herself.
And she
didn't need this.
And she's done that before with young kids or young people. She's used them.
The sad part is that now 14-year-olds are trained to be like so woke and so like so extremely woke, like high school students. Because once upon a time, you could have a diversity of thought and be like, I don't even agree with this person. Oh, this person's whack. Like, I don't like this person. And like, if you didn't like somebody, you could just be like, I don't like how they act, and it wouldn't be like, oh, you're racist. But now that everything is woke, if a person is a person of color, you have to be on their side. Like, you literally have to. Like, you can't even be like, oh, dude, I don't know, something's kind of weird or something's kind of sketchy. It's literally POCs versus the white man. You know what I'm saying? So literally, like, that's why it's a lot of like Gen Z and like weird random people who are in the Sussex Squad, because it's like, oh, Meghan's enemy, the institution, the whatever. So it's like, I think if I was 14 and Meghan Markle was around, I would be like, still as critical as I am now, because back then it was okay to be critical of people, but now you can't even be critical of a person of color, or else you're racist.
It's like all black people, you have to always agree with them. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Black and a Republican, then you can be a coon, you could be an Uncle Tom, you could be a Sambo, you could be a bootlicker. They can call you all the insults they want.
But listen, this is what I mean. You're going to listen to this article. These are the celebrities, because Meghan Markle and Harry got themselves inserted in the article, right? It says, here are the celebrities and big corporations who have donated in recent days. Beyonce, $2.5 million. We know that Reese Witherspoon and Selena Gomez donated $5 each, right?
Yep.
Well, Disney donated $15 million. Leonardo DiCaprio donated $1 million. Jamie Lee Curtis, $1 million. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess, made an appearance in the Southland of Friday to volunteer at the World Central Kitchen in Pasadena, which we knew was 17 minutes. The pair have also made donations through their Archwell Foundation to relief efforts, but they don't say how much or anything because they haven't. More specific,
a t-shirt.
But listen to this. More specifically, the foundation is supporting Altadena girls, an effort launched by a 14-year-old girl, Ivory Culver. So that means that that's the only thing that they're helping. And then the girl said that Meghan Markle showed up with 3 bags and helped.
Yep. And a t-shirt and a lunchbox.
This is what I'm telling you, that they think that by them showing up, that's earth shattering and life changing for people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what they think it is. That's why their trademark is show up and do good. Not show up and open your wallet.
Paris Hilton raised within 72 hours $800,000. She has also pledged $150,000 to GoFundMe wildfire relief funds to help. Screen Actors, $1 million. The Wonderful Company, $10 million. Steve Ballmer, the Eagles, Eva Longoria, $1 million. Royal Bank of Canada, $3 million. But Harry and Meghan is the Altadena girls, because they don't say what they're not more specific.
At that point,
donate.
She would have been better off not being on that list, because it doesn't be on that list. To be on that list when it's such a pittance compared to everybody else, she would have been better off not being on that list.
But I mean, this is the Vanity article, guys, where it says that they bless you with a royalness, that they just think I am not kidding you. Meghan Markle must be clinically insane. That's the only, and I think this woman needs an urgent psychiatrical evaluation. If she thinks that sending a voice note and name dropping Billie Eilish and waiting 2 weeks, that poor girl still has to wait longer to get that shirt. Okay?
And now she already knows about it because it's all over the freaking news.
Yeah, she ruined the surprise.
But not only that, why would she make the girl wait 2 weeks when she could have just gone on Billie Eilish or go to the store and buy it and Amazon it to the address where the girl is anonymously?
There's no name dropping in that. There's no attaching her name to people in the algorithm, and there's no photo opportunity in that.
I
think Missy's right. Reputation sunk faster than the Titanic.
And my friend, the one that sent me, she was watching it in horror. She was replaying it and replaying. She says, this is one of these times, Paula, when I wish this were a spoof.
But it's not, sadly.
And this is the worst thing she could have done, before her show. She's thinking that this is going to help it, but it's going to do is create so much more backlash for the show.
Yep.
People
because she consistently gets it wrong. I mean, it's frightening.
But what do you guys honestly think? What do you think is happening in her brain? And because we've seen this so many times before, and it's as if she just acts like even if she does something wrong, she's never gonna say it. And then it's like, oh, you guys are just haters.
Yeah.
Well,
because that's her worldview. Her worldview is everything she does is good. Why can't we just see it?
And this is the thing. She doesn't seem to understand in this age of social media and all of us and talking about the things that she does. It really gets amplified, like what Harry was saying when he was at the Deal Book Summit. It does get amplified. And we're in a different age now. And people like you as a person, that is your brand. You can't just create a brand and be a horrible person by nature. Because her personality is a reflection of what her brand is. And people don't want to support a brand when her personality, who she is as a person, is so horrible. I mean, you can't treat your father the way she's done and do all the bad things. We know the list of things that she's done. You can't do all of these things and then say, look this way to my brand and how lovely it is and all the nice things I'm doing on my social media. No, we're looking at you as a person, and as a person, you suck. We do not want nothing to do with you because we can't get over the glaring, outrageous behavior you have exuded since coming into the royal family. You can wave high five all you want with Love Meghan over here. We still see the horrible person you were when you came out in the very beginning and attached yourself to the royal family and all the things you did to the royal family. You will never be able to get people to look at you with virgin eyes and to look at you as somebody who's going to do great things and with your high class production and pretty makeup and hair and all these things, because we see the raw organic Meghan, and that person is not nice. You have been investigated for bullying people. You have called out the royal family, the largest family in the world. Like, people know them globally. You can't do these ugly, nasty things and expect people to look at you with something you've created, behind the scenes to try to make it look pretty to us. We don't see the pretty Meghan. We don't. We see the raw behavior and who you are. And it sucks. You suck. No one cares what you're trying to make us believe to see. We don't see that.
And the other thing is, it's always the victim, right? Like on the Netflix series where she was crying, talking about how she gets death threats online and all that kind of stuff, and she was like crying.
Yeah, tell that to your sister Samantha.
And she was like, I'm a mom. I'm walking around at night scared and blah blah. Okay, right, all right, fine. But isn't Catherine a mom?
Yeah,
the same person who's gotten 5 years of hatred from the Sussex Squad, telling them, all the horrible things about their children. Oh, we want to murk your family. We hope you pass away in a plane crash. All this kind of stuff. Her own father. Okay, like I've said it time and time again, many people don't talk to their parents, and that's okay. However, Thomas Markle Sr. did not seem, at least, she did not portray him to be a toxic father who was so toxic that she had to like escape him or just cut him off until the wedding, right?
Yeah.
And it could have been a statement of, I don't speak to my father. I'm sorry, guys. He can't come to the wedding. But then you shun both sides of your entire family and invite celebrities. So it's a celebrity mixer, not a wedding of family and friends and merging of that kind of stuff. Because even if a parent of mine didn't come to my wedding, I have cousins, aunts, uncles, other people that I'm cool with, unless the whole family made some group consensus that, we're not going to Meghan's wedding because she cut off her dad. How could she? Which I don't think happened, right? Then on Netflix, okay, you're not talking to your siblings. Then you lie and say, I was an only child. That was my experience.
That's a blatant lie.
When you know, and you say, I don't even know this person. I don't even know her birthday. I don't even know her, whatever she said.
But you're friends with her daughter.
Exactly. And you have pictures of her with her as an adult. How are you? Even if we last talked when I was 21, I know who you are. You can't say I don't know who you are.
Exactly. That's just stupid.
So
That's
it's
just dumb.
It's literally one thing after another. Woe is me. The sky is falling. Everybody's against me. And the thing about it is, one thing I was going to say earlier that I had forgotten was that a lot of people like to compare President Trump and Meghan Markle and say they're both full of themselves. Okay. However, I was listening to a clip where Trump was saying, they don't have time to be depressed. He said, if you're depressed, you got to get up, make your bed, brush your teeth, get dressed, work hard, and be so successful that like basically all your dreams come true. And he could literally go on a press conference and be like, yeah, everybody hates me. The whole world hates me. They tried to kill me on national TV. Oh. But he's like, I have stuff to do. I don't have time for all that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Even if he's full of himself, he's a man on a mission. And he's actually putting in the work or whatever you want to call it to do stuff. He has so much energy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, look at me, the whole world hates me. He's like, bro, you shut up. Y'all are haters. I don't care. And so what? Like, who cares?
Right. Move on. Yeah.
Moving on. Next topic. You know,
I just want to say something because we have to correct the narrative according to Meghan Markle. You know, it's not that they weren't invited to me. This is what they put out. Meghan Markle and snub Grammy Awards after brutal joke by host.
What did they even say?
This is
didn't she have Trevor Noah on her podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Archetype.
Were absent from the 2020 awards in LA yesterday evening after they were previously roasted at the event hosting Trevor Noah. I think it's the Netflix thing. I mean, there's so thick thin skin. You know what I mean?
Wait, so did he make a joke about them? I'm confused by that wording. Anyways, like, did he make a joke about them and they said we're gonna stay away from the Grammys because he made a joke about us, or what?
You remember that nobody can make jokes about them.
It's hate speech.
No, I mean, to me, guys, and I mean, I'm not being facetious or anything like that. But to me, guys, this woman has just buried her career, and it's just going to be a matter of time.
But we keep thinking that, though. I think we keep thinking that.
Yeah, but listen, we have already Vanity Fair. I don't know about you ladies, but we have Vanity Fair, everybody in Hollywood. I mean, this is why this woman, it took her 2 or 3 weeks to get this, because she's not sure of the timeline, okay, of the time frame. She said it's 2 or 3 weeks ago because she doesn't know. So for 2 or 3 weeks, this woman had been harassing people, trying, and she still doesn't know Billie Eilish. And she's still thinking this Levine guy and
Adam Levine.
Instead of just calling her PR agency, because WME represents Billie Eilish, and have that sent, or better yet, buy the T-shirt.
I'm sure that's what she. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she did buy the T-shirt. You know, we don't know that she didn't. Who knows? I mean, and she's just putting out the rest of it, and Billie Eilish might be sitting there saying, "We didn't send anything." Who knows?
Yeah, like what is she talking about?
Or she probably doesn't even know, because I'm sure she sends a lot of them. You know.
Yeah. And it's probably, if there was a T-shirt bought through some third party, it could be an assistant again who just said, "Oh yeah,
exactly."
You know.
Again,
or WME was like, "Oh, we have a fan who wants some shirts. Could you send it over to this address?"
Yeah.
Or this PO box. Oh, turn up my mic.
It's just like they say that Shanna Rapp contacted one day the girl from Altadena, and then the only donation they don't even put a donation to the World's Kitchen. It's a donation to the Altadena girls.
Yeah.
And hugs for, and then they paid a visit. This is why I'm telling you that this woman is sick, and that she.
Remember, Harry bought a donut.
Pat, you know some psychology. Talk to
this woman's nuts. She is. I think you're right.
It's a soap opera. That's what I call it on my channel. It's a big fat soap opera. Because I'm just eating my popcorn like, oh, okay, yeah, you put out a video, okay, you make people try to,
like you guys said,
people to believe you're sympathetic.
It was very out of left field, and it was very like, is she okay? Like that's the question she wants us to keep asking is she okay? That's the question we have.
You're
guess
right.
Overall,
you're right.
I think that I really, you know what? I really think that she got those things, God knows how, and she's like, oh my God,
the internet.
There's nobody around her, and those things are neatly placed on a table. Oh, I just heard that I got these things, and it's like 20 cuts in that little minute and a half videos, and it's like
that's the scary thing. That's the scary thing, is that literally the number of cuts in that 2 minute video, maybe if that.
A minute and 20.
A minute and 20.
Like you said, oh, the package just arrived, but the stuff is neatly folded on the table. It's not, oh, let's do an unboxing. Oh my gosh, wow, look at all the stuff in here.
Yeah.
And then she said she doesn't know what any of this stuff is or what it means, when there's a record player, some sweaters and t-shirts, and the lunchbox that, I mean, lunch boxes have been around, like, oh my God, like.
Well, at the same time, what, so you're basically saying that you don't understand the concept of Billie Eilish having fans and having merch? Like, what did we just watch? It's craziness.
Maybe she doesn't even know who she is. Like, she doesn't know maybe like you know, like, all right, like if I said, do y'all know Lil Xan? You'd be like, no.
Right, but she's like, she's saying this as though like she's demeaning her. It's like, oh, I'm Meghan Markle, and I don't know who this person is. I guess there's someone.
Yeah,
like that's the way she's doing it. It's just nuts. This woman is crazy.
Because she doesn't know anybody. You know what's the sad part of it all? She doesn't know anybody.
Right.
So she had to send a voice note to somebody. Probably she yelled at her assistant.
Right.
You know, like, but I swear to you guys, I thought this woman is making world news. She hasn't posted, not even about the Altadena girls, to highlight them, you know, but they mentioned them as one of the donations. But she doesn't dare put anything on her Instagram about them. Like, I mean, here in Washington.
Ladies, I have to go, ladies. This has been wonderful, though. I just have to go. I have to go get some food. All right. Okay. It was wonderful. Thank you. You guys all have a great night.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye, dear.
Bye-bye.
Maybe she looked up who are the most popular musicians with Gen Z today and was like, oh, Billie Eilish is the most popular one with 121 million followers, or however many she has. And was like, oh, okay, let's do something hip and trendy to reach the kids.
Pat, do you think this woman can come back from this?
I think you might. I mean, I think it's going to be a negative for her show. It's going to affect her
Also,
show.
I sent you a message on WhatsApp, Paula.
Okay, I'll check it. Yeah.
Okay.
But Pat.
Yeah, I think this is a big mistake. It was a big mistake. You look so desperate to align yourself in a way that people are not used to seeing you. It makes no sense.
Paula, you look so flabbergasted. It's so funny.
Just,
right.
Sorry, I have never seen somebody so giddy over a lie, such a public lie. You would think that this woman would stop lying, you know?
Yeah.
In I'm this old. 1972, I was in Nicaragua. The earthquake that destroyed the entire country, pretty much entire thing. I remember when the first earthquake, because there were two. I remember when the first one hit, we got up. We were just trying to get the hell out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how the wall cracked, and I remember my grandpa telling, open the door. But, because of the movement of the thing, we couldn't get out. The door kind of like got, like out of place. So we couldn't open it. And then, so when we managed to get out, because after the huge one, there were still tremors,
Yeah.
So when we managed to get out, then the big one that really ended the whole thing hit. I remember I was holding to a tree, because where we lived, there were trees. So I was holding to a tree and my feet would not touch the floor, like that's how much the earth shook. I can
terrible.
You that when everything was done, all was silent. And when we didn't want to go back into the houses because we didn't know if it had stopped. But I can guarantee you that none of us cared what the hell was in the house. We just like, oh my God, the house
exactly. Yeah.
Or whatever. I can guarantee you. I mean, and Meghan Markle making up this lie so publicly and being so giddy that that making like, oh my God. And then I did this. And I think that the reason she's saying it took her 2 weeks is because she wants to make it dramatic, because she struggled and she was reaching out to people for those 2 weeks. She was doing this and reaching out desperately, going through Los Angeles, sending voice notes to everybody she knew. How about Oprah? Or is she not taking her calls?
No, I mean, I think we just need to see who the people are that are going to try to make this sound like it's okay or that it hit its target, because those are the people that are really delusional with her. I think maybe you did show some UK publications that were saying that she's teamed up. Or
every publication.
No, I mean those are all paid.
Those are paid.
Paid for play.
So like people that will go online that will make a comment about it. You know how celebrities are. Somebody's going to make a comment or do something. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to say, "Oh, good job, Meghan," or
that was the first time she's done charity. But I don't think she's done charity because it's not something that she gave.
It's gonna be her new district story.
Yeah, it's new.
She needed a new one. An update.
Yep. So now she has another story. She can say she helped someone get a T-shirt. Okay.
You know that thing? You know when you say talking about the edit when she's jumping? I'm like, I think they try to cut it out completely, but it kind of slipped through.
Yeah.
Pat.
No, it was a lot. It was also a lot from a person.
We should count how many were there. Yeah.
It's also a lot for a person who tries to be so I don't want to say manufactured, but in such a contained professional, like studio lights, cameras, and when they film by themselves, it becomes awkward. Like when you see, like, I don't know. Like if someone like Oprah, for example, started a YouTube channel, like it's different. Like if she was doing it on her own with no, like maybe she had an editor, but if she was filming it on her own iPhone or something instead of like the studio setup that she's used to, it would be it's different. You know what I mean? Then people who have the camera crew, they find it a little awkward or whatever, or it's just a different vibe,
Yeah, it's a different vibe. That's what it is.
I'm gonna have to ask you this, Pat. Can you see yourself going on Instagram, filming yourself saying the things that Meghan Markle just said, and making it like it's a big deal.
No, I could never do that.
They place themselves among the people who donating millions of dollars, and their contribution is they showed up at Altadena Eaton Center. They blessed people with the royalness, and then they got to that Altadena girl because they didn't donate any money to the Central Kitchen, because otherwise they would have mentioned it. But no, it's specifically the Altadena girls.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, imagine the other celebrities who have donated millions, and then they see this, like she helped some girl get a signed t-shirt, or just get a t-shirt, really. I mean, she didn't know it was going to be signed. I mean, it just looks so desperate and pathetic and low class.
It looks creepy, the giddiness. How giddy.
The giddiness, yes.
I mean, even like Paris Hilton raised so much money for the fires and the what is this?
Exactly. They raised a lot.
Shelters.
But she's like, Lily, is my hair here? Is my hair here? Is it showing, Lily? Archie? Cut 1, cut 2, cut 3. Oh my God, what is this? What is this? Oh my God, I feel so old. If you have 2, 3, and a 5-year-old, you know what a fucking lunchbox is.
But you remember from your time in school carrying a lunchbox to school.
Yeah, I remember, and she's younger than me.
In Oslo, when I was taking my master's in Oslo, I was taking a lunchbox. I was,
I mean, people who with full-time jobs have lunchboxes. Like everyone has lunch. It's not
everybody takes them in Norway.
Yeah, but so it's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. Like, it's so, like I was just very good. The more I watched the video, the more confused I was. I was just like the Oprah meme where she's like this, like looking at I think she was interviewing Dave Chappelle, when she was just like, what? Like, it was just a lot. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna do a video like her now, and I'm gonna say, oh my God, I managed to send a voice note to somebody, and they sent me this bag of chips. Girl, she lost her favorite bag of chips when they ran away from the fire, but I managed to call Platanitos, and they sent me the bag. Now I'm going to email the mom, and the mom is going to get the bag of Platanitos.
That's a good way to make it in context.
You could really do that with any item.
I will do it.
No, you could do that with any item.
Buy it. I mean, this one didn't even buy it.
No, you could do that with any item and it would look ridiculous, because that's exactly what you do with t-shirts and a lunchbox and a vinyl record. She doesn't have a record player anymore.
No, but she's taking credit for Billie Eilish sending merchandise and not her buying it. Why can't this woman spend 1 cent giving something, Oh, you lost it, sweetie? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something nice for her. From her phone. When she was on her way to the car?
Stop trying to make it a big deal. Like, just do something nice and stop trying to use people. That's what.
But again, it has to be the spider web of, oh, I know this person. Oh, I know that person. Oh, I'm upper echelon in Hollywood. I know Adam Levine and his wife Bahati, the supermodel, who I think she modeled for Victoria's Secret. Oh, I know whoever it is, Katy Perry. What's her name? Catherine McPhee, such and such.
But the celebrities know. They know what Meghan's about. The more she does, the more they see what she's doing, and they're hip to her. She's just, people are like trying to stay away from her, and people are not wanting to associate with her, at least publicly anyway.
No, but
I'm gonna name drop 3 people. Honestly, I want to thank PDina. I want to thank me because they made it all possible for this.
For the bag of chips.
Too. I want to thank John Wooden for this too. I want to thank that Wooden PDina for making it possible, because they managed to give me the bag of platanitos. And I'm
gonna so
do you think I'm joking?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's just
it's funny as
hell.
It's just sad, like, because you can replace the t-shirts with any literally any item, and it's funny. You know what I mean? Because it is funny. Like, the whole situation is weird and funny.
Yes.
It's embarrassing.
Good morning. Hello, Doreen.
Embarrassing.
And this is the thing, when people say you may have the best PR team in the world, But if you have an imbecile, narcissistic person for a client, no matter what you tell them, they will dig themselves into their own hole, their own grave.
Yep. And that's what's happened. And we're just going to sit and watch it unravel.
I can't wait to see either of your videos tomorrow, guys.
Yes, we'll be doing them.
And if anybody in the chat and any of the viewers, because I can't see how many people are viewing, and I can't see the chat also, I don't know why. But if anybody would like to know more about a social climbing actress who schemed her way into the aristocracy, you can check out my book, Capturing the Crown.
Oh, I didn't see that.
On Gumroad.
Here's the link to her book. It's only $5. It's only $5, and here, and you get a PDF file, and it's a very, very interesting read. Wait, why? I'm trying to download the thing here. P-Dina, you have a book too. You should name drop too.
Oh yeah, you should. I didn't know you had a book.
Yeah, I have a book called Turned Global. It has some anecdotes about Meghan in there as well. I just talk about how, because this is what I was doing before I started this YouTube channel, talking about how youth need to have more exposure to the world so that they can learn how to behave, for one, when you are in a foreign country. And then I give some examples on, things that Meghan has done and her missteps, and, how, having a global mindset helps to better yourself as a person. It exposes you up to so many different things. And I talk about my own experiences and, living in, China and Germany and the UK. And I lived in the UK when Diana passed. So I talk about that story. So it's just a lot of things about what I've always been doing, but then some twists with, the bad examples with Meghan and my life story essentially is in there. A little bit of it anyway. Yes, yeah.
You're gonna have to send me the link, because the link you sent me is not working. I'm trying to put it, but it's
not
working.
What I was wondering, why was my links were not working on my channel?
They are working on your channel. Everybody, you have a lot of people from your channel. Your live?
No, I'm talking about the links to purchasing. Someone wanted to send me a coffee tip, but they couldn't do it because the link wasn't working. I don't know why.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's weird. But I'll send you the. I'll put it in the. I'll put it here. Yeah. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Make sure that you put it correctly.
I just put it in the chat. I just shared it.
Yeah, my chat's not working, so I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Let me see if I can copy this. Can I copy this? Yeah, because it's unbelievable, guys. P-Dina, I mean, I literally saw this woman absolutely collapse today because she doesn't understand that what she's done. I can't wait to see your video tomorrow, because I'm sure you're gonna put better words than I do. This is why I have to go live, and I have to get people to help me, because I was like, did I just watch? Pat, she's like, it's not, and she's even smiling when she says that they lost everything, and and they lost
the house is made of
washer and dryer, and I thought, I'm gonna give her
there's no washer and dryer. The house is made of ash now, like, dude.
Yeah, she's
oh my god, like, oh my god, like,
she's just so bad. Oh my god.
It's like, when you have to be serious, you, like, before you record, just shake it off. Like, just, if you want to laugh, just for whatever reason, shake it off, like Taylor Swift said, and just be in radio announcer broadcast mode where you have to, like, be serious,
Right. Just don't try. I mean, you're just letting your inauthentic self really shine, because in the back, she's like, oh, I'm so glad I'm going to turn things around, and like talking about something tragic, but really thinking about herself in that moment and what she's doing to better her own image.
This is, for example, this is what Lisa B, this mom at the end, she's truly a narcissist.
Because there is no sympathy, empathy, emotion, human emotion. It's like a robotoid.
What?
Like a robotoid.
What's a robotoid? What is that?
Like a robot that's like a human.
Oh, is that what they call it?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me Google it and make sure I'm using the right words. Hold on.
No, Pat. She could have said, you know what? I feel bad about this. I mean, what? No, not even that. I mean, a T-shirt and that somebody else gave. Yeah. And then laughing laughing, and they lost everything. And and even the washing machine. And I thought she was gonna say, I gave them a washing machine.
Yeah, you would think she would have contributed more. I mean, it's not like she, something happened to the girl's t-shirt, like she left it on the plane and now she's back home. No, their whole house burned down. And you're thinking about the t-shirt?
Yeah, that's what was so confusing, because I'm like, okay, like, where are they staying? Like,
yeah, there's more important things.
Yeah, like, okay, let's say that you say, I'm housing the girl, or I paid for her and her family to be on an Airbnb for 3 months or whatever, and then I'm gonna arrange a meeting between her and Billie Eilish, like a fan meetup. That would have been so much better.
Exactly. And this is the thing. I just thought about this. It's just like her wedding. She invited all these celebrities. She's just thinking about the celebrity moment in this whole thing. It's not about the real tragedy of what was actually lost. The need that you need is the home. The t-shirt is a want. It's not a necessity. The home, a place to stay, that is what the true value is. It's not in the t-shirt. And that's just in line with how she's been thinking, all along, with all, like, the guests to her wedding, for example.
Yeah, but Pat, it's like she makes it sound like this t-shirt is the answer to all the prayers.
Yo, the shock on your face is killing me so bad. Like, I literally
right.
Like, your face is so damn funny. Like, you're flabbergasted.
I just don't get it.
You're flabbergasted from the inside out. Like, it's so funny. Like,
it's really flabbergasting.
No, I'm you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't get it. How can she be giddy through the entire video while she's talking that these people lost everything? And then she's giddy through the entire video.
I'm finally reading the comments.
There's not even 1 second for pause and say, these people lost everything. She, and it's really terrible. But she
had to jump cut. She had to jump cut everything, because who knows if the video is even longer. Who knows if it was 10 minutes and she was crying or being extra emotional and rambling.
I don't think she can cry nowadays. I don't think she's able to cry, because in Suits she had to cry because her paycheck depended on it. But nowadays, try to squeeze a tear. She's like Selena Gomez in that thing with the immigrants.
One tear left.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
At least Selena had a real tear.
I don't know. No, I know you're hanging that phone. It doesn't work that way. No, that's another one. But anyways, ladies, thank you for coming. And PDina, go buy Tumi's book and PDina's book. You should put the link, send it to me. So, well, you have, this is also streaming in your thing. So, but thank you for coming. And I'm looking forward. You too should do a video about it, and also about the Black Month history, because suddenly Meghan is
Black History Month.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she overshadowed the Black History Month. And they just put out this, because they really are trying to do something. Now they're going to go to the veterans. Harry has this thing tomorrow with the trial for the visa that he very likely be deported.
Is there a hearing or something?
Yeah. The Heritage Foundation, and Harry was subpoenaed as well, I believe. The Heritage, because they have to ask him questions, and because they're trying to revoke the judgment and make his things free. And Trump has said that he's not going to protect him. So they're meeting tomorrow, which is very interesting, because Harry is supposed to fly out on the 7th night
for the Invictus Games, to
Vancouver, and if the judge immediately says, you know what, I revoke this, let's make this public. I don't see any good reason why it can't be public, and he makes them public right then and there, because he can do that. Post if he lied, and I don't think if he lied, he'll be able to come back in.
It's gonna not be good for him, that's for sure.
Nope. Yep, it's not gonna be good. And I don't, and Harry's dressed, Meghan's old giddy talking about somebody else's home destroyed, she managed to send a voice note. It took her, look how D-list this woman is. It took her almost 3 weeks because she's not sure when she met these people. It could have been 2 or 3 weeks. She's not even sure because she doesn't know how long. That's how long it's been since she's so fiery.
And didn't she say she wasn't sure if she was gonna get the package, something like that? And I was like, what?
Yeah, so she was shocked. This is where she was giddy. My God, I got it, and I can name drop now.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I've never.
Yo, you have to take a screenshot of your expression.
No.
And put it in the thumbnail.
I was almost afraid to do the live because I thought it was AI.
Why did you think that though? Like it's a real video.
No. My friend sent me the video. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. And my friend goes and she goes, the shit hit the fan right now, and with a bunch of exclamation points, right? And I'm like, I thought, guys, what is this? Because she knows I'm a YouTuber, right? She thought, and I said, I can't put this. I said, this is AI, and there's no way she's gonna do that. And she goes like, she did this just now. This is insane. And then I went and looked everywhere, and indeed, it's everywhere on X. And but even I was still scared.
Now, I need to know. I'm just watching something that says that she didn't give a concert in LA before the fire. She did perform at the Fire Aid benefit. Is that the one you were talking about? Okay.
Yeah, she did yesterday.
Were there t-shirts sold at? Okay, they probably would sell t-shirts though, right? At the Fire Aid benefit to raise money.
Yeah.
I'm live right now. Okay.
Yeah, probably they would.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure because
they got it. This is probably why she got it today, because probably they went, her assistant went there yesterday and they got the t-shirts and stuff, or they were sold out, but they were sold,
Yeah. So people are really going in. I don't know if you've seen this on X. It's Patriotic Penguin Post. It's like this AI cartoon. It says, and they're disaster tourists and they're in like a Jeep. And they are calling, oh my God, they're going to be roasted so bad. I mean, really, I'm gonna send you this link. You've got to look at this here. What'd you say?
If there was that, if Billie Eilish did that thing yesterday, that's why and probably she was selling shirts with signed and stuff like that, like packages to raise funds. That's probably one of her assistants got it from.
Yeah.
And now she's making up the story that she sent a voicemail to people here and there. It's just like when she's saying that she's the best with Kevin Costner.
Yeah. So bad. This is just going to amplify the disaster tourist thing. She just should have stayed away. Why would you do this? She should have just stayed. She's just making it worse. I tell you.
No, but like she can't stay away though.
Yeah, like, she can't. She can't. She's mentally deranged. My opinion. I just think Meghan's got some serious problems, man. This is just bad for you. Just keep your butt out of people's business around this kind of stuff. Because you are not an authentic person. You are just going to get roasted.
Okay.
So bad.
Here we go. Fire Aid benefit concert raised more than $100 million so far, 10 hours ago. That's why Meghan got herself in there.
So let's see. What do you mean? Is there a post? Where did you get this?
Now it makes sense.
Okay.
I suppose that I'm going to show you this thing.
Okay.
Am I sharing it? Fire Aid benefit concert raised more than 100 million so far. Right?
Wow.
Then you have the stars came out for Fire Aid. So did Wallets, the massive benefit concert for the LA wildfires, expected over 50 million views, streamed over the 6-hour concert Thursday on broadcasting and all like that. Money raised, ticket sales sponsoring. There were Fire Aid performances from Southern California artists like Billie Eilish, Katy Perry, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. So she could have sent a voice note to Katy Perry. Isn't she performing?
See, so this is the thing. She's trying to connect herself to that event. She's trying to make herself relate, like in the algorithm, with this benefit.
Yep, and then just every dollar raised during the concert was matched by LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer. That match amount is included in the $100 million total.
And what does Meghan do? She helps someone get a T-shirt. She didn't financially help to contribute to the benefit.
Yeah, the Grammy Awards urged more donations, and on Tuesday reported that nearly $9 million was raised. Host Trevor Noah, but yeah, apparently they were fire feature performances from Southern California, like Billie Eilish, Katy Perry, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. So probably somebody bought, because the merch was being sold as well, and all the merch bought as well. That's everything went to the whatchamacallit? Yeah, I got the firewall. It went to the fire aid thing. And here we go, merchandise. There we go. This is variety. Fire aid has raised more than 100 million so far. LA fire reliefs and oh my God. Okay. It says fundraising still going. Raised well over fire aid bought 150 million tickets. Billie Eilish, Johnny Mitchell, Dave and more. These artists played short of 1 or 3 songs at 2 venues. The fundraiser came from ticket sales, both for venues, sponsorship, merchandise sales, and donations from the public. You know what? I know this is going to sound horrible, but I think Meghan Markle got the merch from the concert.
You think she got it from the concert, and then the sign? Did they say it was signed merch, or did they say anything about that?
They signed merch. Yeah, they signed.
Okay,
and it's like we already had the first back. Gardner. Somehow Meghan Markle manages to turn the tragic LA wildfire disaster into a story about herself. And then Dan Wooden goes, disaster tourist in chief Meghan Markle scored some free merch from Billie Eilish for a teenager impacted by the LA fires. And she actually made an entire boastful Instagram video about it. The most tone deaf and classless celebrity on the planet. I am cringing from her. You and I think that Pat and all of us who've been here are cringing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. How she makes it about herself. This
is what Dan Wooden said. Disaster tourist in chief. I have now zero doubt. Somebody, and I bet you she didn't even pay for the entry. She probably sent her assistant to buy some merch. And this is why she could only show it until today. Because why wait? You're right, to me. Why wait 2 or 3 weeks?
Exactly. Because she knew when the Grammys was. Billie Eilish has won like 10 Grammys or however many Grammys she's won. And she had to latch on to some big event where all the star power was going to be, so she could associate herself with those people, in my humble opinion.
I have absolutely zero doubt about that. I have absolutely zero doubt. Now Gardner, Now Gardner, somehow Meghan Markle manages to turn the tragic LA wildfire disaster into a story about herself.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. He is funny. But
yeah, there was a video or a cartoon of Harry and Meghan in a Jeep, calling them disaster tourists. Like it was, I sent it to your WhatsApp, but it's in the comments for Dan's tweet.
Let me see if I can get it.
It's really going to become that's what they're being mocked by Hollywood. Anything you do is going to be amplified. Why would you do this? Why would you give people more content to mock you around these fires? She has made it worse.
It's not mocking, Pat. She's destroyed everything. They were kind of making strides and they were going to leave it. They were going to go to Invictus. That's, by the way, Pat's that's the link to your book, right, Pat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So go buy it. Go buy the link. Go buy Pat's book as well. I mean, this is going to be brutal. This this woman doesn't understand it, and this is why I think she's sick in the head.
She needs some help. That's why Harry better prepare himself, because he's going to be going through it with this divorce.
This is going to be the
same. Do you guys think that that's actually going to happen?
I believe there's going to definitely be a divorce for sure. I mean, she was shopping around a book. They were talking about allegedly her shopping around a book post-divorce with Harry. And you know how much money she'll be able to make talking about her time in the royal family? And
she has nothing left. The only things that she has to sell are the videos from Harry that, she's got recorded of him. Because make no mistake, this woman has recorded everything about that man.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot that's going to come out that's not going to be good for the royal family. Well, for Harry mostly, but also I think for the royal family. So, I mean, she's going to be able to make a lot of money from that, because these things are not making her money.
Do you honestly think anyone is ever going to even read this stuff or believe it?
Well, it'd be big news for the American population who will want some dirt. I mean, look how well the Netflix show did, and that was produced by them.
But they didn't get that much. And now I found out, okay, are you guys sitting down for this, guys? Okay. Yeah. The thing, Netflix, listen, B, thank you for the membership to PDINA. Thank you, guys. Is that
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Did well in the UK, not in the US. It was the most watched show in the UK, but not in the US.
Ah, interesting. Wow.
I know that, and I dare Netflix to tell me that I'm wrong, because it was the most. Everybody in the UK, of course, wanted to know what the hell they were going to say, right?
Yeah.
Watch stream thing in the UK, but not in the US or worldwide. But
that's interesting.
It is true that in the UK was the most watched because, of course, everybody wanted to see what Harry had to say.
Yeah. See, so I think it will do good. I think her book will definitely, if she does a book on, which I think she will do well.
I don't think so, because you see, I disagree, because people listen. Get rid of Fergie, right?
Yeah, but
they're gonna look after Harry. Meghan Markle's gonna find out, because look how badly they portrayed her on that Vanity Fair, the Daily Beast. All the U.S. tabloids have turned against her. I do not want to be. You know what? I feel so bad for what she has done just now, Pat. Not, it's like, I cannot believe this woman has done this to herself with what she just did right now. And if the world didn't know what a selfish narcissist, that thing of grandeur that she has, that, she got her assistant to go to Billie Eilish concert and buy the things and bring it over and claim that it's Billie Eilish. Because probably Billie Eilish has no clue. World shattering. And it's like, can you imagine Pat me doing a video? Oh my God, you should have seen Pat's house burnt down. But I talked to Tina, and Tina told me that she left her platanitos bag, in the kitchen, and it burned down. And it's like, oh my God. So I sent a voice note to everybody I knew to see if I can get a bag of platanitos for Tina, And but I'm so happy I'm able to do this. And it was all ashes. All the ashes were gone.
Right.
It's gone.
I know. I think that's what puts it into a context that really opens your eyes to how bad this is. Those are the kind of analogies and things that really open your eyes. And I think especially those that don't follow it, because some people will look at this and think, oh, that is just so nice and wonderful, but they don't have the backstory, or they just don't really look at it from a way that makes it what we know it really is, knowing who she is. So, yeah, the context of that makes it
can you
more
answer this?
relatable.
Because, listen, to me, just hope it's not like Andrew's divorce and they can't get rid of her. No. When Meghan and Harry get divorced, and I have a feeling it's going to be Harry who dumps her ass, this is not going to be a pretty divorce.
No, it's not. Because we have an international child custody. Oh, well,
guys,
some
I'm
people,
sorry,
we
I
don't
just
know.
don't see it happening. Maybe I'm slow, but like,
so what don't you
made for
see?
each other. Like, I feel like they're made for each other.
So
And William also said you have to be careful about like rushing in with this girl. You know what I mean? And Harry took offense to that and married her as soon as possible, which that's his prerogative. But I feel like he doesn't want to prove William right and everybody else who said, dude, maybe you should pump your brakes. You've only known her for like 8 months.
So you think Harry's going to spend the rest of his life living in the States? You think
I think he's going to be deported, Pat. How can he spend the rest
of
it?
That's the thing. That's the thing. So let's say he is okay. Do you think they'll go to Portugal? So Megan's going to give up everything in Hollywood and she's going to go to Portugal.
Megan already.
What does she have though? I'm sorry that I'm eating my chips.
Well, she probably will go there for a vacation, but she wants the Hollywood thing. She's not going to not be where the A-listers are, and the Harry will be, like you say, Paula, possibly deported. So there's too much internationally going on with this couple for them to have purpose that's aligned that will keep them together. Meghan wants one thing, Harry wants another, or his circumstances are going to dictate something completely different than what Meghan wants. There is no way this is going to be a happily ever after. We've already seen it start to break down because of the international borders that they're facing. This is not something that is going to align well with their lives. That's why I don't see it working out.
I think that this is going to be
told me to wake up. I'm not sleeping.
No, this is going to be manna from heaven to Meghan. Because of course, that dumbass of Harry has made such a big deal of needing a full-time security for his wife to go anywhere that she will use as an excuse not to go or to send the children, because moron himself had been saying that he can't bring his own kids anywhere because of security. So saying that, Meghan is going to say, you know what? If you want to come and see your kids, you're welcome, but you can't because you were deported. So the kids are staying with me.
Do you think the kids are going to be at Invictus? That's the big question right now.
I think they will be.
Huh? What is that sound?
Yeah, it's my husband watching TV. I gotta. It is so loud. Isn't that loud? It's like
hearing problems.
He must be going deaf. I'm serious. I'm telling this man.
You know what? They resemble Will and Jada Smith relationship. The difference between Will and Jada is that they actually are extremely wealthy, and they have a lot of properties together. Harry and Meghan
they're actually talented, to be honest. Like, they're both good actors.
And they're both from America. Hello. They're both from America.
Yep.
Harry's butt is from the UK. And Meghan does not want to bring her butt over to the UK or anywhere. No. They're not aligned in purpose. I'm telling you, it's a disaster waiting to happen.
You know what the worst part of it all is? Okay, this is the worst part I'm imagining. This is the cringiest part, guys. That I truly believe that when Meghan Markle posted that thing, she thought she did something wonderful.
Of course.
She's like, oh my God, now everybody's going to love me. Because they see I sent a voice note. And, and my assistant went to the concert of Billie Eilish. That's making sense. You just have to dig a little bit. So 10 hours. That's why she had to wait 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks.
I love how you're still flabbergasted about this whole video. It's so cute.
No, but this woman is actually thinking. I don't know.
But she actually thought that putting mint on a Victorian sponge cake elevated it, and mint on ice cream with jam on the bottom elevated it. Like, she thought these were groundbreaking ideas.
Exactly. That's true.
What do you honestly expect from somebody who thinks that putting jam, that's something a 5-year-old would do. Oh, jelly, I like jelly sandwiches. Jam, ice cream, and mint is elevated recipes.
It's like putting a little pink bow on a pig. Oh, that elevated the little pig.
And then how she said, oh, I just see what color I gravitate to with the floral arrangements, and it's pink, light pink and beige flowers. And everything is beige, but like it's elevation. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it's recycled 10, 11-year-old Pinterest recipes that were trending back then. when I was 18, 19. And that's elevation. Like, those are groundbreaking, extremely groundbreaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yes, she does think that. Of course she thinks that. She thinks giving people a hug is mental health help. Like, that's what they needed.
So they actually put it in with the multi-million-dollar donations. What they've donated is their time, the 17 minutes at the World Central Kitchen, and the Altadena girls, where Meghan showed up with 3 bags. And she doesn't even showcases them, not even in stories, you know, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, everything is it's the Meghan show, so she can't talk about anybody else. She can't post her friends. She can't. No, you have to focus on her. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm eating chips. I was so hungry.
And I'm really looking forward to your videos. I don't think I can do a video about this, guys, because I am shocked. I am shocked beyond belief. This has taken me by surprise. This was not on my bingo card tonight. And I cannot believe the woman is really thinking she did something good. Especially now, we know the internet sleuths are probably going to find out that they got that package because they went to the Billie Eilish thing, and that's where they got the package. It's not that Adam Levine and Billie Eilish and all the articles that she partnered with them. She's literally grifting off other people's work, not paying 1 cent and taking credit for it, and sending a shirt, a t-shirt, as a life saving of people who are probably living on a shelter, wondering where the hell they're going to get their food from.
Right. Yeah. It's
and I mean, the thing is, it would be different if, okay, like, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a whole thing about the government shutting down the federal DEI sort of stuff, right? And Reverend Al Sharpton said it was racist, and then went to Costco because Costco was still in favor of DEI, and he handed out $100 Costco cards and told people to shop and support Costco. Okay, so like, why couldn't she partner with grocery stores like, let's say, Whole Foods, healthy stuff that's in Montecito or wherever, all these other places, and say, okay, guys, let's get gift cards so that people can go to get coffee, people can go to get food, people can. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head, and I'm not a philanthropic person like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a charity person like that. But I'm just thinking, okay, like, if I had the power to pick up the phone and make a life-changing call, I would just say, hey, guys, I'm going to partner with these people and make gift cards so that people can go and use this gift card at this place, or Visa, buy a bunch of Visa gift cards and put $500 on them and say, here, you guys can buy groceries or pads or whatever you need, and give them to people who are affected by the fires, because that's what they really need, not random t-shirts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. She thinks she's done something monumental, and it's so not. It's cringe.
Can you imagine me, for example, PDina donates $80,000, Toomey donates $40,000, Meghan Mole donate I don't know how many thousand, and Paula M showed up and gave a hug. And I have categories. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You showed up and gave a hug.
And then you're the one who's in all the headlines that, oh, you showed up and you did great and people really needed you, and you gave people hugs.
For that, she's paying for these things, for these headlines. There's a big difference, you know, because the reason she had to go and do a video about it of 20 minutes, that it probably took her like 3 hours to get it done, you know.
Yeah, right.
And don't forget to buy Toomey's book, okay, guys?
I feel bad for like hawking my book, but like, please, guys, it's $5.
I'll post it on the, I don't know what else to say. You know what? I'll post it on the link under the video. So you guys post PDINA'S book, and I'll post Toomey's book. So you go buy it, and because you know, these two ladies are amazing, talented, and thank you for your time. And I'll talk to you later, because thank you for watching things. 3 hours and minutes. I never done a live this long. I'm still sitting here. I still don't believe that video is real.
Make sure that you get to decompress, Paula, because I know you're in an extreme state of shock right now.
How can somebody shoot themselves like that?
We are going to definitely be talking about this.
I'm waiting for you to more, PDina. Please do.
Okay.
Taster or what's to come for Invictus.
We will be talking about it.
Oh, and you know that Harry and Meghan vowed to fight deportation.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
He should be lucky he doesn't go to jail, because if he lied on that application, that's federal crime. I think that he should be
exactly. He has to be punished, and it's all going to play out on the world stage. It's a soap opera, folks. It's a soap opera. So, okay.
Tomorrow is Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday. He turns 40, the best footballer in the world. I love him.
Oh, he's only 40?
I'm putting it out in the world. Send me a t-shirt, Cristiano.
All right, ladies, have a good night. Thanks everybody for all of your wonderful comments. Thank you for all the memberships that were bought and the donations. You guys are the best.
And have hey guys, buy my book.
Okay.
Buy my book, please. There's no, hold on. There's literally how many are there's 700 people watching. If half of you just buy my book, or even 100, it would change my life. Okay, I need the money.
700 people. Yes. No, there's more than that. There's more than.
Feed the children.
Feed the children.
Okay. I'll put your link. Don't worry. I'll put your link, and then we'll do a video tomorrow. We'll do a video because I'm so tired.
I mean, the thing is, I have a PayPal, but I'd rather you like spend the money and get an actual product than just give me money.
But I'll send you a link for tomorrow so we can record a video tomorrow together. Okay.
Okay.
Talk. I can't.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Give to Otis.
Okay, will do.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Terrible.